For most of human history, when you left your house, there wasn't any way somebody could contact you. No messaging, no phones. You simply disappeared, whether it be for the whole day or the whole night. Now, some of you may think this is weird, but in the 80s, it was perfectly normal. Now I want you to imagine you're going out on a date. You agree to meet her at 7 o'clock outside the Odeon. You arrive nice and early, obviously. You've drenched yourself in £5 worth of aftershave. You actually think, well, you do think, you look the dog's bollocks. You're standing there, 7 o'clock comes. No hair or hound of her. 7:10 comes. You think to yourself, well, maybe she forgot, or maybe I'm at the wrong Odeon. 7:15 comes. You're now thinking you're definitely dumped. But you think to yourself, you give another 5 minutes. And at 7:20, one last look at the watch. Now, the problem back then, there was no way I could check. Was she en route? Was she ignoring me? There was no way I could call her. Today, you get your phone out, turn left, turn right, you've reached your destination. But back then, it was completely different. You either had a map the size of a mattress, I kid you not. You used to get it out, the wind used to make it flap everywhere. If you were lucky, you would have an A to Z. Now that's a book full of maps. But either way, more than likely, you would never find the road. So you end up stopping someone in the street and saying, "Excuse mate, do you know this road?" And half the time they would say, "No, sorry, I don't know, mate." This may surprise some younger people. Back then, we never had devices to store telephone numbers. We stored them in our head. Maybe 10, 20, or even 30 numbers, all stored up there. If today you lose your phone, you lose your contacts. Back then, our brain was our backup system. If you wanted to see somebody, there was no messaging back then. You just walked round to their front door. You rung the bell. Sometimes the mum would answer. Sometimes the dad would answer. And sometimes nobody would answer. And if that was the case, you just walked away. There was no location service, no planning either. Today, if you get bored for more than 10 seconds, the first thing you do is whip out your phone. Waiting for a mate, standing in a queue, waiting for a train. Back in the 80s, it was completely different. There was no phone to whip out. You just stood there and thought to yourself, looking around, watching people. But to us, in the 80s, that was quite normal. Don't get me wrong, I have a phone like everybody else. But every now and then, I think back to that time where you could leave your house and the world had no way of contacting you. No ringing, no messaging. Just you and whatever the world decided to throw at you. Now, strangely enough, we all managed quite well. I know anyone under 30 would think this is insane. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. Thank you for watching.